Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. So in today's video, I'm going to hand out my award for the best robot vacuum cleaner that is a vacuum only and for pets. So this is probably my number one question is, I don't want a robot vacuum cleaner that has a mop pad that mops my house with a base station, all of that. While these are very good, sometimes people want robots that just vacuum. Now, that pick is going to be the Dreame D20 Plus. There's two versions of this. There's a Pro and there's without the Pro. The Pro is very good too. It's typically about $50 more. So the Dreame D20 Plus, right now it's on sale for $300. That's an extremely good price for this. It has the dual brush roller, which helps with long hair and vacuuming. Now let's go over this robot. You're gonna see it's a mopping robot. It's not a very good mopping robot. The Pro is a little bit better because it has a carpet sensor, so it doesn't raise or lower the mop pad. So what I tell people is, even while this is a mopping robot, just don't use it. For 300 bucks, what you're getting is a robot that has LiDAR navigation. The Dreame app is extremely good, and this has a lot of suction power for vacuuming. But it has this advanced technology of the split brush roller. So for long hairs, they're not going to wrap around the brush roller. They're going to be directed to the end, and the end is open so that it can get sucked in. Now, is this the perfect vacuum? No. Robot vacuum cleaners, while they can maintain your carpet and do a good job of vacuuming, they do a much better job on hardwood floors than that. You are going to have to vacuum your house. There's no robot that I've tested, other than maybe the Dyson robot, which is really expensive, and there's a little bit of a hassle factor with the app. So it's not highly recommended on my list, but it does extremely good job of vacuuming up hair. But you got to empty the dustbin, and I've got lots of videos on it. So why do I love the Dreame D20 Plus? This was just released. It's got LiDAR navigation. It's got this dual brush roller. It's got 13,000 pascals of suction. Great price point, $300. It's got this docking station that auto empties the dustbin. So the robot's gonna go around, it's gonna vacuum your house. It's got this really large dustbin. Everything's gonna go in here, come back to the dock station. Another vacuum kicks on in the base station and sucks everything out through this port up into this dust bag. And now you do have to throw away this dust bag every couple months and put a new dust bag in. I hear a lot of people saying they don't want dust bags. I get that. It is something you are going to have to buy. And early on in the robot, when I started reviewing these 3-4 years ago, robot manufacturers didn't always make these dust bags. They would discontinue a model and maybe they would stop making the dust, or they just weren't available. Typically, that is not the case anymore. The manufacturers are making these dust bags, and what I love to see is the new robots that they're making have the same dust bag. So they're not making these one-off dust bags. So I do think dust bags are going to be typically available. Now with this robot, you may see it has a water tank. Just don't put any water in it. I have a video, if you want to see this mop, it's just going to be a lot more work on your part. It doesn't lift the mop pad up or down, and it doesn't sense the carpet. So you got to, in the app, show where all the carpet is. Again, just take the mop pad off, don't use it. I would leave the water tank on, but just don't fill it up with water. The maintenance on this is going to be super easy. Get you an extra dustbin filter. You got to clean that every couple weeks. But this is just a really good robot. It's going to have very little hassle factor. LiDAR navigation, good app. The app's easy to use. You can put it on a schedule. Now, to go along with this question is, typically people ask, I have 3 huskies. I have 3 dogs that shed a lot. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a robot out there that's going to keep up with 2-3 dogs that shed a lot. I don't have a dog like that. I see the videos with all the fur going everywhere, and I can imagine that's pretty tough. And you do see some clumping, even on this one. Even with this advanced dual brush roller design, even during my testing, while this thing vacuums very well, it's not perfect, you will see some clumping on the carpet. So it's going to vacuum up some hair, and then it doesn't get sucked up into the dustbin, and it'll put a little clump off to the side and run it over. The only thing I can tell you is, if you need something to vacuum extensively, it's going to be more work on your part. you're going to have to put it on a schedule and put it on its highest setting, which makes it louder, which that's another reason I like this. On its highest setting, it's not super loud. There is a bunch of air that comes out this vent when it's vacuuming on that highest setting, but it's not super loud, and some others are. So, and get a new dustbin filter. So they make these dustbin filters, get you an extra, get a couple. You're going to be cleaning this filter every week or couple weeks. You don't get a maintenance reminder or anything, so they're reusable. So just wash it, let it dry in the sun. But the reason I tell you guys a new one is take it out, put the new one in, and then that way it goes. That's going to increase suction power. You may have to look at this once in a while just to make sure there's no big hair clumps or anything. If you do have a blockage, this one does have easy access. The hair could get blocked going up into there. If it does, there's just some screws you take off. You can see all the way up to the next part. So you may have a little bit more maintenance on your part. It's just super hard to beat, like a Shark vacuum that you plug in. You know, the Shark Power Detect Pro, that purple one, but it's like $400. I love it, and it would do a great job on your carpet with hair. These robots are just not there yet. Now, Dyson is releasing a brand new one, which I will be getting. Their old one, man, it does a great job of vacuuming, but you're emptying the dustbin, which is super messy, and the mapping on it, it's not the best. The app, there's just enough hassle factor because the map's not super accurate. So there's that hassle factor where I don't recommend that one. But I am glad to see. The thing was $1,200. It is down. I did see it for $500. It's still too much. And we can get one of these for $300. And again, auto empties the dustbin, charges it up. Right, put this on a schedule if you need something to vacuum extensively. So, again, the first annual. I'm not even sure what I'm going to call this award. Vacuum only robot. This category is super, super hard because you're going to they throw mops on all the robots saying they're vacuum and mops. Not all these robots are vacuum and mops. I don't even consider this one a good mop. For $300, I'm going to spend an extra $150 and get the Mova P10 Pro. These are true robots that mop. They have a base station that cleans the mop pads. These have a carpet sensor. It can raise and lower the mop pads. Extremely, extremely, these are good. This is my #1 pick overall, the Mova P10 Pro. But again, some people don't want clean water tank, dirty water tanks. They just want something to vacuum. So again, the Dreame. Now, I do like these base stations that the robot comes up onto. There's a lot of robots that just pull up to a dock and they auto empty. I feel like those sometimes they get misaligned. They're relying on the cart. You may have thick carpet and they can't always dock just right. This one, while the base station is a little bit big, I like that feature that it can drive it. It always drives itself up nice, finds where it needs to go, and it's always right there. So I do like this base station. It is a little on the big side, but I think this is just a really, really good robot. If you want to save a little bit of money, Dreame sells a D10 Gen 2, which I have. I've already taken to the basement. They slashed the price on it. It was under $200 for a while. Again, it'll have a mop pad. Just don't use the mop. It's a terrible mop. Don't fill the water tank up. But for a vacuum, it's okay. This one is a little bit. This one is quite a bit better. So, but if that thing's $150, you could get 2 of those for the price of this. So there's where that price comes into play. Check out my website, justadadapproved.com, and when a product that I highly recommend. These are award-winning. This is my first year of doing awards, and I've got a lot other. I'm going to do most innovative. I just did the Mova P10 Pro best overall. But you can find where the robots that I highly recommend on my website, justadadapproved.com. But here's the next step. Sign up for my email. I don't send out a bunch of emails. My goal is to get you the best robot at the best price. So when this goes on sale, which today it is, I'm probably going to send an email out. I'm going to send an email out once or twice a week telling you when a robot that I love is on sale, this is a great price. Robots go on sale at such random times of the year. Now, during the major events, they also go on sale at huge discounts. And during those major events, Prime Days, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I do videos on the day of. So whenever those sales are released, I grab the robots. I do all my chart work. It doesn't make sense to me what the best robot's going to be until I do lay it all out on a chart. And then once I can move everything around and see, okay, it becomes crystal clear where the good deals are. That's when I make the video. I share with you behind the scenes how I came up with that, because some countries only have Roborock or whatever. So I will show you all the sales, but I'll show you these are the ones that I highly recommend because they just fit with the price. They're just like dominoes or baseball cards. When the price falls, they just move to the front of the line. Like when the Dreame L40 was $1,000, they went to the back of the line. But when it goes to $450, it comes to the front. So I do appreciate everybody's support. Let me know if there's any other award that you would like me to do. I'm going to do Best Innovation. It's not going to be the Roborock Saros Z70 with the robotic arm. I've had that robot at my house for 5-6 months now. While cool, it doesn't pick up much at all. You know, the automatic feature of it, it's rarely picking up stuff. Once in a while I'll come home and like, oh, the shoes got moved. But it's very random, super expensive. So it'll probably be the Dreame Aqua 10. So again, mop rollers, but again, this video is not about mopping robots. I don't know that companies are going to concentrate on robots that just vacuum. I mean, this is what I follow. I'm constantly watching the news articles. I constantly see all the new releases, thanks to people leaving comments all the time. Probably half the new robots coming out, I don't even know about, and people tell me in the comments. So, but they love to throw, I just can't stress this enough. Don't be intimidated by, oh, it's a robot that mops. I don't want that. Well, unfortunately, this is the best one to get that does vacuum only. Roborock's got a bunch out there, the Q5s, they're super old. They've been around a while. While they're okay, and they become a buy when their price gets under 200 bucks, their suction's kind of lower, and they're kind of a little bit more noisy. So this is just, I think, going to be a really, really good product. I do have the full, if you end up purchasing this product, I show you how to set it up. Do not be intimidated by robot vacuum cleaners. The technology has come a long way, and I consider that to be probably my #1 deciding factor. If I think a robot, whenever you unbox it and the setup is awful, and trust me, there are some setup procedures where I'm like, I don't want this. And I send them back before I even set them up. If that setup process is hard, it's not going to pass step 1 for me. That's huge. That's called the hassle factor. You're not going to use it if it's a hassle. And the only way to use these robots is you have to set it up and you have to use the app. So if that becomes unreliable, hard to use, slow, just a general like, no, I'm not going to recommend it. So A, it has to pass that. B, it has to have a good app. And C, it has to actually clean good. And it also has to be a relatively good price point. Now, when this is full price, it's still a good buy. You may end up buying this. Oh, I need it now. It's full price. It's still a good buy. I think the full price on this is $350 or $380. Still a good price, but man, when this goes under 300 bucks, I love it. So again, maybe the manufacturers in the future will make robots that don't mop. I was shocked how hard this category was. And it's been on my list of things to do because it's constantly been hard. This category is easy because it's easy to tell which one mops the best, features, they're all relatively the same. Now we're getting into this whole mop roller, spinning mop pads debate, which that'll make this category a little bit harder. But right now, and Shark has some robots, they're just too old for me. Their app has got a hassle factor that I don't like. It's old. Their setup can be a little tricky. The app is just slow. The robots, it's old technology. We've come so far. Yeah, I just don't know what else to say. I buy them with my own money, so that way I can say whatever I want about these robots. I wasn't paid for this video. Shark makes some really, really good upright vacuum cleaners. They're my highly recommended cordless vacuum cleaners and upright vacuum cleaners. Nobody makes a vacuum cleaner better. But boy, their robot vacuum cleaners are just not keeping up. The pace at which these robots are releasing is crazy. So again, my website is going to become more advanced. I'll be putting some news articles in there, but I will try to keep it simple as far as what robots are approved and what robots that I highly, highly recommend. So again, thanks everybody for watching. I do use links. So if you see a link that pops up in the video, YouTube has a shopping program where I can put products that pop up in the video. or in my description, or on my website, or even through my email. These are links. If you end up clicking the link and it takes you to Walmart or Amazon, the product won't cost you anymore, but I get a small commission from that sale. It's a way of helping support my channel. Again, the goal of my channel is to get you the best product at the best price. But here's the deal with commissions. I don't get that commission for so if you end up purchasing that product, I don't get that commission for 60 days. So guess what? If you buy this product and it's got a hassle and you're like, I don't think it's cleaning very well, it's hard to use, the app sucks, you're gonna send it back. That's the same philosophy I use with these robots. When I spend $1,600 for the Narwhal Flow and it's been nothing but a hassle, I'm sending it back. So I'm not going to recommend buy this robot when I think it might be a product that you may send back. So again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like, subscribe, check out my website, justthedadapproved.com.